Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I am Bob, back from a very, very long hiatus. It's been about 8 weeks since I recorded. For those of you who aren't subscribed or who aren't seeing my community updates page, which, by the way, the best way to see that is to subscribe. But I broke my shoulder about 8 weeks ago, almost exactly 8 weeks ago. It was almost 8 weeks ago today. Broke it in a skateboarding accident. I was riding in a concrete bowl about 5 feet high. Went up one side and went to spin around and ride back down into the bowl like I've done probably 1,000 times. But I kind of went into the corner of the bowl and lost my balance. And the next thing I knew, I was 5 feet in the air, parallel to the ground. Came crashing down on my shoulder and my head. Thank goodness I was wearing a helmet because that might have saved my life. It at least probably definitely kept me out of like some sort of intensive care because I hit my head pretty darn hard. Very thankful that I didn't mess up my neck. That was my initial concern, but once I realized my head and neck were okay, then I realized how badly my shoulder hurt. Drove myself to the urgent care. They did the x-rays, found out I had a broken bone. So I had to drive myself to the ER because it was the weekend, and then they did some more tests and basically told me they thought it would probably heal on its own with a sling, which I'm very thankful for because I really didn't want shoulder surgery. I know shoulder surgery can have a lot of complications, so I'm very, very thankful that I was able to avoid that. As much as this whole situation sucked, it could have been a lot worse. So I'm kind of getting some movement in that arm back. I probably apologize if I kind of look like a mess right now. I have to wear very loose-fitting clothing because it's hard to get in and out of like a t-shirt or something like that. And I'm just kind of like tired all the time and sort of exhausted and sort of perpetually in some form of pain. Today it is bugging me a little bit, but I think it's probably the result of some of the physical therapy I'm doing. It's just gonna irritate it for a while. The main battle right now is trying to get back into where the muscles aren't so locked up. Right now, my whole shoulder on my left shoulder is kind of like locked up to the point where like the joint, the way it was described to me, doesn't it, like tightened up, and so it's making it hard to bend it beyond a certain point. It's very painful, but it's like a type of pain that I need to push through. It's not like a type of pain that I need to be worried about. So, um, like I said, very thankful that it wasn't worse because it could have been a lot worse. And my days on the big ramps are probably done. Don't know if I'm willing to give up skateboarding entirely just yet, though. But yeah. So I am happy to be back, though. I missed you guys. Thank you so much for all your patience. Because for me being out so long, I didn't hear one person complain about it in all the comments, which is almost unheard of on YouTube. You'd think there would be somebody out there being toxic, but I have a really awesome community here, and I'm very thankful for that. Um, as far as this week goes, I'm gonna take it slow getting started. I'm just gonna do 2 episodes this week, and then I probably need to go exercise this a bit and work it out to try to get it to stop hurting. But I'm gonna stick with just 2 episodes this week and try to just kind of get back into the swing of things. I got to a criminally small amount of your comments in terms of like written responses, but I did read pretty much everything that was posted for the last 3 episodes, as well as on my community pages. So I do have some stuff to go through, some feedback, and I kind of refreshed myself on my current really bad situation here. So we'll get to that. I have a plan for how to deal with this whole Santa situation, um, and I am going to get to that soon. But let's go ahead and start with some of your feedback. First off, I just wanted to start with some like general feedback. Impregnable was before I got injured. We were talking about magic libraries and how they work with how it determines what spells it gives you. Impregnable had a really great detailed explanation of this. I actually meant to pin the comment and then I forgot, but I believe it's in the comments for episode 9 of this series. Very detailed explanation for how magic libraries work. In terms of what spells they give you and stuff. The Cliff Notes version here, basically it's nothing over 300 research, which we were initially thinking it was 500, but apparently doesn't give you anything over 300 in research value. It excludes casting point upgrades, like for me, Druidry. It also excludes both seafaring techs, advanced logistics, most unit upgrades, except for Raise Militia for some reason, and whatever is currently selected as active research. I think it probably allows Raise Militia because it's really kind of works like a summon spell, kind of. Be kind of like me summoning an animal in a sense, but I think that's kind of the idea behind that. And apparently, like I said, it excludes whatever's currently selected in active research. So you basically, the long and short of it is when you go into a magic library, have an idea of what you want, and then try to select the spells that you don't want to get as your active research while you're clearing the library, and you should improve your odds of getting something you do want. From Anaruta Bandare, chain spells like Hornet Swarm and Chain Lightning give EXP per unit hit, making them useful tools for extremely fast hero leveling. I did not know this. I thought it would give you like XP per casting of the spell or per cost of the spell, however the game does that math. I've had people explain it to me before, but I don't know the specifics. I just don't have enough room in my brain to keep all the information you guys are giving me. Not that I want you to stop. I appreciate it. I'm learning a lot from you guys, but yeah, that's really cool. I did not know that. So yeah, any chain type spell, chain damage spell, gives EXP per unit hit. So yeah, those are great to pick up early on for fast hero leveling. And then in the previous 3 episodes, comments related to the previous 3 episodes, I want to start with several people mentioning that Summon Siege Engine could have helped my Dreadnought when they got jumped by a dragon a few episodes ago. Somewhere in, I think it was like this area here, somewhere around that cave entrance, my Dreadnought got jumped by a dragon. Maybe it was down here, and got wiped out. If I had summoned a Siege Engine and gotten lucky enough to get like a Juggernaut or a Flame Tank, that battle might have gone differently. Thought didn't even cross my mind, so that's my bad. I'm just not used to using Dreadnought heroes very often. I typically kind of ignore them, and I have some others that I prefer, like Sorcerers and Theocrats. Yeah, that is a good point. I should have done that. From Tarsak, should probably retreat my leader from the Mogwai area, too vulnerable with capital in jeopardy. That's with respect to the Node Serpent that took over the city. My capital is right up here, undefended for this turn. I think I'll be able to protect it next turn if my plan works. But yeah, my leader is currently down here, was fighting Mogwai, took his capital. Speaking of Mogwai's capital, I did have some people suggest that it might be better to vassalize that rather than fully absorb it. I'm inclined to agree. I can't remember who it was. I'm sorry I didn't write this down, but somebody was talking about how Goblin Tech really doesn't help me that much as an elf, because, well, more like it doesn't really help me a lot as a druid, because I already can make units that do poison damage. The only advantage Goblin Tech would kind of give me is like underground related stuff, but I think I did pick Domain of Earth if I remember correctly, so I can go underground. Did I pick Domain of Earth? It's been so long since I played. What were my specializations? Actually, where can I even? I guess it would probably show me in the spell book, most likely. I know I have the Holy Magic. I've got Poison Domain. That's from Archdruid. Dispel Root Spears. That's from being a Druid. I can't believe that I cannot remember my... There's Creation Affinity. Earth Node mana bonus. Yeah, so I did pick the first level of Earth Magic, so I can get some benefit underground even as an elf. So basically, Goblin Tech really isn't that useful, and because I have no way to defend this city, I'm going to actually cancel absorbing the population and instead release them as a vassal, because there's a possibility that they could defend themselves, plus the random happiness events are probably more useful to me than the actual nodes themselves. And I believe I can... Oh wait, those are water nodes. I can't convert those. Okay, that's too bad. Mogwai probably converted those, because I'm pretty sure I set him up with water magic. So yeah, basically probably better to release as a vassal. It is going to take a little bit longer, but the main advantage is that the city is going to spawn its own defenders, and I don't have to leave units down here to mess with it. So hopefully Mogwai holds off on that for long enough. In the meantime, my hero, I agree, definitely needs to get out of here. I might be able to... Is that a monster den or just a rock? I think that's just a rock. The fastest way out is going to probably be that northern route, but I'm wondering... Okay, at that point it becomes faster between those two. was kind of thinking about going for the tower on my way out, but I don't actually really think it's that important to spend extra time moving. So I could probably send a smaller force that's got wetlands walking or flying, though, to go that way. Somebody who's faster. The spiders, I think, have cave crawling, don't they? No, they actually don't. Doesn't look like they do. So maybe the spiders are the ones slowing things down. If I sent the whole group this way, they could make it that far. In one turn, they could get to that tile right there. But if I split off the faster ones or the ones with wetlands walking, basically if I left the 2 spiders out, I could make it just as far. Okay. I would have to basically send my hero effectively by himself, which I don't really want to do. He would be with the snake, but that would be it. Now I'm just going to take the northern route. We have to play it safe with the capital in jeopardy right now. I can't afford to run into any surprises. We'll keep everyone together and get the heck out of here. There we go. Apologize if I make any like grunting noises or something. Like I said, my shoulder is really bothering me a lot this morning. I'm pushing it pretty hard with the physical therapy stuff right now. So, from Impregnable, should have summoned animals to defend the capital instead of reinforcing spells. That's a great point. This actually kind of goes to a broader point of just sort of acknowledging all the mistakes and errors I made. The last episode was really messy with that Node Serpent, me constantly summoning units where it was instead of where it was going. And specifically, like, to be kind of fair to me, I didn't know exactly where it was going, but I should have probably assumed the computer was sending it in this direction because it had an idea that there was a very valuable undefended city in this area. This again brings up the questions of like whether the computer cheats and just kind of knows where all your stuff is. I think the evidence seems to suggest they probably do, but there is still the possibility that Santa picked up a cartography tent and this was just the closest city to it, because he is south of me. So I don't know really for sure, but I probably should have, even whether or not the computer knew where my stuff was, it would have been probably smarter to be summoning units during this time period to basically protect against the what if scenario of what if it goes after my undefended city. Instead, I took some unnecessary risks, reinforced spells like Temperate Empire, which Mogwai tried to disjunct, which actually turned out to be a huge waste because I'm going to have to disjunct that spell anyway. And that kind of brings me into gameplay for this episode, my first plan for my multi-stage plan for how to deal with this freaking Node Serpent. Also, one quick side note, though. I do know Resurrect Hero is available. Right now, I want to spend that extra... I got a research bonus here, and I want to spend that on Stoning for this turn, because I may need that to help damage the Node Serpent in an upcoming battle. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Stoning first thing. Yeah. And just get that with the 1 turn bonus. And then I will go ahead and start working on Resurrect Hero, but, I'll go ahead and start working on it. The Dreadnought, I have space for 1 more hero. I have 4 active right now, including my leader. There's a Sorcerer and 2 Warlords in my leader. That last hero spot, I wouldn't mind getting the Dreadnought back, but if another Druid or a Theocrat presents itself, I might take one of those. I actually am kicking myself a little bit for taking a second Warlord, although I'll admit my second Warlord is an Orc with Bestow Iron Heart. It's this leader, or this hero right here. So I actually really like this hero. It's the Frostling one I kind of don't really care that much about right now, but it's okay. Part of the reason I was looking at getting Warlords is because they get Blood Brothers, but then it sort of dawned on me that as a Druid, you can get that the final Tier 7 spell, which if you can manage to keep it up in a game with this many AI, gives not everyone only floating, but also strong will, which makes Blood Brothers kind of like a moot point, but it's still useful up until I'm able to cast that spell. So let's talk about my plan here. We'll get to that dungeon down there later, but I want to talk about what's going on with this city here. We've got, so basically, my problem here is that the Orc cannot get to within... It's going to take the Orc too much time. But it's one turn, basically 2 turns. At the end of the next turn, I can get her here, but not here. So in the battle to retake the city, if the Node Serpent sits on it, the Orc Warlord is kind of useless because he can't really get there in a timely manner. But the rest of these animals can. They could make it there on the next turn. The problem is I don't know what the Node Serpent's going to do. It could stay on this city and try to hold it, or it could move north at my undefended capital. I think it's very likely it'll go north to my undefended capital. So I need to have both options covered. And what I've realized I can do is 3 animals may be iffy on whether or not I can get this to work. But 4 probably is a good safe amount to take out a Node Serpent. The problem is these are all kind of crappy tier 1s. I don't have any tier 2s in here or anything, so they really have to gang up on it. So what I can do is I can cast, because I have 60 casting points, and Summon Wild Animal takes 40, I'll have 120 over the next 2 turns, which means I can summon 1 Wild Animal this turn and 2 on the next turn. The problem is mana. I am very low on mana. In fact, I'm set to lose all of it on the next turn. When I go into active spells, I basically see that the thing taking up the lion's share of my mana is Tempered Empire. Now, Tempered Empire is already spread to enough of my cities that at least the immediate terrain that they're in is not restricting their growth. So I think it's time to disjunct this until this spell is over, which means protecting it against Mogwai turned out to be completely useless because I'm going to get rid of it anyway. So I'm going to end that spell, very sadly, but that does free up a lot of mana. So now I'm only losing 57 per turn, which gives me basically 2 more turns. Now the problem is I still don't have enough to cast that on the next turn, or to cast that twice on the turn after this, because it's going to cost 40 every time. So I have to cut down even more. I'm going to have to really just cut off all excess magic spells. I'll get them back up and running once I have the city back, but the city had the lion's share of my mana income, which is why it hurts so bad to lose it. So I've got to go back into Overview Panel, and I'm just going to have to get rid of Fertile Domain and Domain of Life, which I think these are both on Elric Hun, which is this city here. Yeah, I'll have to end those spells as well, very sadly. I actually need to get some positive mana, if I can manage it, which may mean selling some items. This might be the time to do that. So, I hate to do this. Disjunct or end spell. So now I'm only down to losing 17 per turn. Again, it costs 40 per turn. I'm going to cast it, but casting it once this turn will make it minus 24. So I'm probably going to need to sell off some items, but I'm still going to stick with the plan, because I think this is the only way to really guarantee I get my Mana City back while also protecting my capital. So I've done the math here. That Haste Berries is going to be important, but basically I can move my Warlord up to this spot, summon an animal here, and then I'm going to send my Warlord off by themselves. This is a little dangerous with that Node Serpent around, but I think the mountains will slow it down enough to where my Warlord should be safe on their own in this area, and then they can get the Haste Berries and get to my capital where I can summon more animals on the next turn. It gave me a snake, which is really, really nice. That actually could do a lot of potential damage to the Node Serpent. At this point, I want to move these animals onto the wall, or onto the mountains here. And I'll move the tiger 1 space ahead, just so it's got some extra movement. Okay, I can see the Node Serpent in there. Fortunately, it cannot reach my hero where it currently is at, which means on the next turn, I'm basically, unless Santa summons something in there, which would really suck if he did, but I don't know that I can do anything about it, I will be able to take that city back on the next turn, provided he doesn't summon anything. And if he sends the Node Serpent out, I have to summon more animals up here. If he doesn't, then I can just kill it and take the city back and not have to worry about summoning more. But I should probably get ready to start summoning more. So I'm going to do another Summon Wild Animal. It takes me down to 49, minus 24 per turn. If I find myself in a pinch on the next turn and really need to summon another wild animal, I'll have to look into selling items. This is basically the best I can do right now. Over here in this city, I did once again check the settlers movement. I can get those haste berries and get into the city all on the same turn. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And go ahead and found the city right there. So get that at least started. And then up here, I've got my builder, who hopefully will be okay. I had reports from some of you seeing lost souls in this area. So that builder might get picked off. I didn't notice them, or at least I don't remember noticing them. Like I said, it's been 8 weeks since I played, so I'm a little out of it. But I probably will try to get the penguin and the swordsman up there, because if it's just lost souls, they could probably handle that. I think, I don't remember exactly for sure where they were going. They may have been going to this city in case the Node Serpent came this direction, but I think the Node Serpent's more or less trapped at this point, so I'm going to try to protect that fort from the Lost Souls. Excuse me. So underground, my Sorcerer Spider Egg hatched, which means putting that there. I'm going to hang on to that boar for a moment in case it's something I need to sell. I don't want to put it in the mail. I was going to send it to, well, unless it can make it in one turn. If it can make it in one turn, then that's okay. Let's mail that to, okay, it can make it to my orc in one turn. So that's okay to mail on this turn. Speaking of which, throw ice ball might be another good thing to send her way. It may be handy against the, well, I can use it in this battle here, but it might be come in handy against this dungeon fight here, which I'm going to go ahead and do now. Very likely victory with a frick ton of berserkers, and we'll do manual combat. Hopefully I get some nice rewards out of this, but it'll probably be mostly golden units. These typically don't give magic, which is what I kind of need mana right now, but that's okay. We'll still take whatever we can get. So, I cannot afford to cast any spells right now. Mana is far too slim, so I just got to do this the old-fashioned way. Let's go ahead and move the snake up. And in front, get the Mystic just behind him. Now, did Dora get... did I get Inflict Stun on her? I did, okay. So we'll move everyone up into position. Don't have any buffs to give anyone with this group. No freebie buffs. I just want to get to where the Manticore Rider can reach the snake, and then I'll probably start trying to harass them with any range that I can bring. They probably will not come out after me from there, yeah. Alright, let's bring the snake up a little more. Let's see if they come at me from here. I still kind of doubt they will, but set up in that kind of position. See if that gets his attention. Alright, he wants to be... Alright, so the next step is to move the snake up one more. Move Dora up one more. It's round 4. Hopefully this gets me close enough. Then move the horse here. The range unit behind it, this guy here, and try that formation. Protect the weak, vulnerable units in the back. He is quite determined to make this as difficult as possible, which is unfortunate, because this is going to leave somebody open to a flank attack. I'm going to move the snake up one more. I'll move Dora up one more, but I'm going to try to at least keep her flank safe. And make it so there's only one angle he can hit me from. I was hoping to get a lucky stun there, but that's okay. So now this makes it so he can get behind me. I think I can still protect against most of this. Okay, I'm going to move the horses there and do kind of like that. This means the only angle that so the problem is he can get to my archers, which I don't really like that. I'm gonna switch the archers and although the mystics are probably even more fragile than the archers are. No, they got a little bit more defense. All right, and the mystics can transform and heal themselves a bit. The Manicore will probably go for Dora. Nope, he's going for... Oh, crap. He's got the... He's an elf. So he's got Inflict Stun. Okay, now we got people all over the place. I need to do something about that Manicore Rider. Got lots of web options, which could come in pretty handy here. Snake has static shield. Knight or Unicorn Rider took a nasty hit. Okay, what's the best approach for this? I need to get rid of or stun this guy. I want to go for the web, I think. Kind of a tough call, because I could also just go full melee mode on this guy. I've got martial arts, so... Actually, yeah, that's what I should do, because I could outright kill him now. And then I just have to worry about one more Berserker coming in, but... I'm just gonna Warcry and go nuts on this guy. Can you kill him in one more hit? Yes, there you go, nice. Okay, that takes one out of the picture. I need to start softening this target up. Now, I could try to stun him. I have a halfway decent chance, 25%. 3 times in a row. Ooh, I'm really relying heavily on that working. And again, can't really afford to cast a spell. This guy's not going to last an onslaught by... Well, he might. Alright, I'm going to really hope for the stun here. If that doesn't work, I do have kind of a backup plan. It's not a great one, but it involves moving the snake around and taking attacks of opportunity and trying to stun a unit along the way. Alright, I'm going to move the archer here. I'm going to move sorcerer here. I only have 2 chances at this, so it would be very nice if it worked. Okay, I did get it. That takes a lot of pressure off here. Okay. This allows me to just go nuts on this Berserker. Kill it. I can leave this guy on defense. And I'm just going to start laying into that Manicore Rider to dish out some damage. At this point, I shouldn't lose anyone. I got somewhat lucky with that stun, so that was good. They want to go for the Mystic, which is severely damaged. Okay. Now the Mystic can transform into a Werepanther, healing 15 points. And Pounce to turn him around. I believe I killed that guy. Yes, I did. So now it's just me and him. This army doesn't have healing. Get rid of him. And then Dora, I suppose, can get the finishing move here. Unless this is something I can mend. Nope. Okay. Yeah, we'll give that to Dora. Alright. Clear dungeon, no losses. Good stuff. Just gold, Draconian units. I got some fire damage on them. That couldn't hurt. Wouldn't be bad underground. I'll take that as a reward. But we got to get people up top, I think. Things are getting out of hand up there, and I just want to get a handle on this whole situation. So I'm sending this whole army back in the general direction of my capital, and their new friends are coming too. Can upgrade my hero, which I think may be able to get Blood Brothers now. It's 10 points. I'll save and get that on the next turn, or next time he levels up. Researchers of Elric Hoon made an incredible discovery, gained 152 knowledge. Okay, that was the bonus knowledge I had earlier. And we don't care about Mogwai attempting to disjunct Tempered Empire because I disjuncted it for myself. So, back into this city here. We can make probably a shrine, given the current situation. Mana is very important, so let's work on that. In fact, it may be worth hurrying production of that shrine. 50 gold, I'll lose some happiness for a few turns, but that'll come back. Shrine generates 10 mana. I'll hang on to the gold. I don't want to just throw away gold yet. I'm not really making like a ton, so I don't really want to just throw it away on hurrying production. As much as the extra mana would be nice right now, I think I can wait one more turn for it and hang on to my resources. I can summon, or I can sell items because the next turn is the important one anyway, because I'm going to get the mana back on the next turn unless Santa summons something here. If he does, I'm going to have to bring the orc back down, summon something on the mountains, and then try to rush it with 5 animals instead of 4. Alright, let's do a quick save here. It's got a few battles done there. We're going to leave the tiger there. As for these guys, they've sort of been just sitting here watching for Santa to send more stuff. Not that they could really stop it if he did, but probably want to keep them in this area, I think. I just need more units up to defend in the various directions that enemies could come from. I have the cities here that I want pretty much set up in the spots that I want them to make some really good units, but they just need some time to grow. And I might turtle a little bit this game because the computers could be fighting against each other, and the point kind of was to let them do that, so I had a really good endgame fight. So I may focus on holding territory and building up some strong core armies, but I don't know. We'll kind of have to just play it by ear and see how things go. For the moment, I am going to leave these two here, just because I don't have a better option for them. Actually, no. What I am going to do is, just in case Santa summons something there, I'm going to start them on the trip back to that town. That way I've got 2 more units en route. They can turn around and get back to that city if they need to on the next turn. I guess there's not really any reason to not send these guys ahead. If they can move further, they probably should. So we'll let them. My leader, just out of a overabundance of caution, I may want to stay around the stack that he's already with. So we'll split everyone up, but I don't want to send the leader out ahead by himself just yet. Not quite ready to do that. Just send him as far as I can safely. Keep him near that big snake. Alright. They're good. Can move that person out a little bit more and get the raptor with them. Pretty much everyone's moved as far as they possibly can on this turn, except for this guy, who could technically get closer by going here. Get closer to the cave entrance. Alright, I think that's the best I can do. The main thing to keep an eye on is that node serpent. See where it goes. So I'm gonna throw down one more quick save and see what they do. Sorry if I'm kind of leaning out of frame here. I keep readjusting. It's bothering me like right in there. Those muscles are waking back up and they aren't happy about it. The main problem, like right now, like I said with my shoulder, is that the fact that the shoulder, the bone itself is stable now, but the problem is when you're in a sling for as long as I was, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, you would be amazed at how quickly you lose muscle and things just lock up. And that's the main problem, is because of me being held still in one position for such an extended amount of time. Oh crap, they did get to it, and those 2 units there are not going to be enough to stop that, so I'm going to do manual combat just so I can surrender so they don't get XP. But yep, there's the lost souls. It's a battle I probably could have won, but those reanimate... Well, oh crap. Well, now I gotta do... They knocked that fort out too. That's where that next city was gonna go. You know what? It's fine. We're gonna get it all back. Let's just see if I can do a little bit of damage. Maybe knock out one of the reanimators, which is probably unlikely. Really took a lot of hits here in these last several episodes. Alright, so I'm gonna do something a little cheesy, I think. The reanimators might hold back a bit. Well, we'll see. I'm counting on the Lost Souls kind of getting up ahead. And then me packing myself into a little corner where only one can get at me at a time. But the reanimators are the problem. They're gonna be in the back, hurling stuff at me. Now it looks like they're kind of coming up front, though. But they'll stop the moment they can hit something. Alright, I'm going to stay here for now. Okay, I think the penguins at least got a bead on one of them. We'll just see if they can manage to kill all my stuff. I think they probably can. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. I just have to end it. So they don't get the XP for killing that swordsman. Ow. Alright, well, that sucks, but I kind of knew that might happen, so... Now, how many tiles away is that from my next city? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This city should be safe. So, I'm gonna... turn that off. Handle hero join offer. It's a halfling dreadnought. I think I would rather resurrect the existing one, so I'll say I require another type of hero. And we'll carry on. Okay, so from what I saw, the Node Serpent stayed where it was. Yes, it did, and I don't think Santa summoned anything, so I believe that I can get this back now. Which would be huge. Alright, finally gonna get this guy off of here. I want to hang on to... Okay, one thing I need to check is mana. So going into this, Santa's gonna have casting points too. I've got enough to cast... Let me open my spell book. I've got enough to cast Stoning once. I almost have enough to cast Root Spears twice. Stoning does more damage, but Root Spears can immobilize. So... I may want to sell... I think what I want to do is sell until I have 40 mana. Sell items. I need to find whatever it is that I'm not using. Make sure I get 40 mana. That would be enough to cast Root Spears twice. I need to find a hero. There we go. Alright. Mount the boar, but I'm going to get the wyvern egg hatched in 7 turns, so the boar might get sold. Just want to flip through here real quick, see who has useless items. The Ice Scaper gloves are potentially a target. The freeze effect could be handy in certain situations. Slacks of sorcery are pretty good. Those items are all pretty good. Probably want to keep them. The Shield of Blocked Whispers, Mind Control Immunity. That's not going to matter on someone who's going to have Blood Brothers. I think I can sell that. And since everyone already has a mount and that fire wyvern is coming, I think I can get rid of the blight tusk boar. That'll get me 10. I didn't actually need to sell the other one, but it's probably fine. How much do the gloves sell for? 5? I think I would rather keep the gloves and get rid of the extra mount. I'll get better mounts. All that does is give me some blight protection, and she's not going to be fighting blight anytime before that egg hatches, most likely. So, yeah, we'll sell this. Okay, so she's back on horseback, and I have enough to cast Root Spears twice. Let's get my city back. There comes his magic fist. If that's all he can throw at me, then that's fine. I'm glad he's not throwing it at the snakes. I'm gonna wait until his guard is down before I use Root Spears. Now, how much more can he do that is the concern. I better keep everyone bunched up together. Alright, we'll charge into that gate. He may try to flank that boar. If he does, I'll be ready for him. Keep the tiger back just a bit. Alright, now's my chance. I have to light him up with everything that I've got. He resisted. Dang it. Oh, I really hope I can pull this off. That would be so bad if I can't. 8, possibility of 21 times 2, plus the potential to be shocked. I've got to go for it. Do as much damage as I can. I think I've got this. Oh, it's gonna be frickin' close. I don't think I got this. What if the snake just attacked melee? No, I'm not gonna be able to frickin' do this. I thought that would be enough. He's just got too much spell casting. Maybe, okay, maybe I still have a chance. If Santa is out of magic, which is tough to say, but if I back up as far as I can and shoot a long range attack, and then he comes close to me and hits, Spit can fire from point blank. So he's got the ability to sprint and phase. I think the best play is to get as far away from him as I can, while still being able to hit him. If he is out of... If he's out of casting points, then I'm okay. If he's still got another magic fist, then I'm dead. I think I got him. I think I got him. 8 to 12. Come on, come on. Are you kidding me? No! Oh, come on, game. He's gonna kill me. Well, if he low rolls, he's got 1 health. If he low rolls, he'd do 14 or 15 damage, and then I would retaliate. But he'll just sprint. He'll just sprint. It's over. Of course he didn't even need to sprint. He knew he had it. Oh my gosh. You've got to be joking. Okay, Warlord's gonna come crash that party next turn. I've had enough of this garbage. He's on super freaking low health. Oh, I cannot believe that didn't work. Okay, so I can summon an animal now, but it'll, like, disjunct on the next turn. Unless I get rid of some crappy animal summons that I don't need. I really would like to have an extra one given all the magic fist he threw at me. I probably need to start getting rid of some low quality animals that I don't need. Which would probably include these two down here that I wasn't sure what to do with. Unless one of them can make it all the way to that city, or at least one tile away from it on the next turn, which they can't. So I think I need to... I think having one animal up here is better than having two down there. Although I may be able to get by with just getting rid of the monkey. All right, I need a minute to mentally recover after that. Oh, so freaking frustrating. It's just the way this game goes sometimes, that you gotta roll with the punches and handle it when it happens, so. That is one tough Node Serpent. But he's gonna have like 9 HP going into the next battle. The main thing that I'm not sure about here is, if I could get... I don't know whether it's better to summon another animal, or to try to get enough mana to cast Root Spears again. I'm not really sure. Probably don't want to send the settler too far that way, because that area is not secure. Regardless of what I do, I think this monkey is going to get disbanded. That monkey is not one that I summoned. Okay, great. It just gets better and better with every passing turn. Okay, overview panel. Summon wild animal. Who is currently... Is it the tiger? Or the spider? It's most likely the spider. The spider has magic upkeep. The tiger has magic upkeep. So the tiger is probably... Hang on. Okay, the tiger can be disjuncted. Okay, there we go. That at least gets my mana in moving up territory. I'm gonna hang on to that summon wild animal. Not gonna cast it quite yet. Because if I do, it might auto-disjunct it on the turn after, because I'll go into negative mana. I have to trust that the Warlord alone will be able to handle a Shock Serpent with 9 HP. I should certainly hope so, but we'll find out. In the meantime, I'm at least delaying it from getting at my capital until I can get the cavalry back. Speaking of which, let's get them up, because they're now within a couple turns of my capital. And I'm going to split them up however they need to be split. Well, actually, it doesn't look like I can, so they're all at the same amount of movement. I will end this guy's turn there. Okay, new city of Wethras. Please just build a shrine. I just need mana. In this case, I will hurry production. It's 150 gold. Oh wait, no, it's 150 gold. Frick. I'll get another one at the end of this city on that turn, or in that city on the end of the next turn. No, I don't want to spend 150 gold on that. What I do want to do is produce mana in this city on this turn. That actually could make a fairly big difference. Except that this city does not have a shrine, so it can't do that. Let's work on that. I'm gonna hang on to summon wild animal. Hearn grew into a village. That's nice. Army requires your orders. Snake can come up here. I swear, if that little guy runs away. We're just gonna hang on to that summon wild animal. Let's get these guys up as quickly as they possibly can. See, on the next turn, okay, it's the warg that's slowing everyone down there. Be nice to pop out of that cave entrance on the next turn and jump all those guys with these spiders. And my king, which I could do, fully restores health of units and gives them regrowth for the next battle. My druid already has regrowth, but it would be nice on the spiders. Or I could just wait until the next turn and give it to full army. I'll wait. I can't really do anything in that area anytime soon anyway, so... Alright. Summon wild animal ready to cast. And Control S. We are moving on to the next turn. Main thing is watch where this goes. I also would like to watch where these guys go. I swear if he summons another Node Serpent, I'm gonna freak out. Although, I've at least got backup coming now, so I am going to take the city back. What's really gonna suck is if he migrates it to something else. Ready to cast. Okay, I think that's the best I can do for now. I don't think there's anything else, unless I can cast something to hurt it from like a... well, maybe that's possible. Hang on. See if there's a strategic spell that can damage units. I don't think I've got one. No, I don't. No. Kind of stuck. Alright. I would love to watch where those guys go, but they'll probably mostly just wander randomly, and my army's going to find them. So I'm going to keep an eye on Santa Claus down here, just to make sure that that Node Serpent doesn't slip out some other way. I want him dead. I don't want to see him run away. I want him dead. That thing has caused me so much trouble. No movement yet. Okay, Santa's turn is over, so I can pan over here. Okay, they're gonna run off that way, that's fine. Okay, who did I get now? It's a human rogue? It looks like a human rogue. Show me your talents. Oh, she's got urban concealment. Oh, no. No. Get out of here. Useless. Alright. Let's see if Santa summoned another thing. I think I would have probably heard the sound effect if he did. There it is. And I am done messing around here. We're moving in. I'm summoning back up. Wow, it gave me a tiger. Yay. Is there anything else I can do to even get just 7 more mana to cast Root Spears once, just to make absolutely dang sure that I kill this thing? I would probably just have to sell another item, and I totally will if I need to. I don't care what it is. I don't care if someone's already using it. This thing's gotta go. Okay, I guess I do care what it is a little bit. I'm not selling my obsidian armor or anything. That will get me 5. I need something that'll get me 10 when sold. That might do it. That Elemental Slayer +1 melee strength item. It's a nice item, but nope, it's getting sold. We are making sacrifices. I now have enough to cast Root Spears once. Now I will attack. Get the heck out of my territory. Holy crap, this guy. You know, not gonna summon your magic fist? Alright. I won't cast my spell if I don't have to, but... maybe he used his magic on something else this turn. Okay, that should prompt him to move out. You're dead. You're absolutely 100% dead. Oh, it's over. That was like a 3-episode long or two or 3 episode long nightmare. I got my city back. He didn't have a chance to migrate it to something else, thank goodness. I'm now making 104 mana per turn. Okay, that situation is under control. Now what? Oh, he's got a Phantasm Warrior headed up from the south. Alright. I'm doing another quick save. just in case. Alright. Well, I guess... right now I don't have enough mana to do much of anything. I kind of need to wait a turn for that to start refilling. I would like to get some of my city spells back up to help with my growth and whatnot. How? Let's see here. Dora's gotta go... I still want an army to be like a dedicated underground group, which kind of makes sense for Dora to be down there. Probably the 2 Draconians would be good choices to accompany her. The Snake for some power. The Tigran wouldn't be a bad choice, especially considering I could run into undead down there. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. These guys are going to split up. Some are going to stay underground. I was just overreacting because that thing was giving me so much trouble, so I was just sending all the forces that I could. But I do still want people operating underground. There is stuff down here to take. Although, actually, well, I don't know. I did get a lot of it. Like, there's a magic library I missed right here. I didn't get that library. But I got most of the other stuff. Although there is area south I could explore. Alright, what if I sent Dora, the Snake, the 2 Draconians, and the Tigrin, and kept the Frostling with the Elves up here on top? Then he could start having his own army, Dora could have hers. I could summon another animal with Dora later. I could summon more animals with him. We'll keep the 2 warlords together or near each other for the moment, and maybe move south to deal with whatever Santa's about to throw at me, since he seems to have taken an undivided interest in me. Alright, so maybe moving everyone back up here was overkill, but that's okay. Sometimes overkill is what you need. I'll keep the elves together. They can go back underground. There's the elder there. This actually isn't a bad army for dealing with undead. So yeah, we'll let them all hang out and have fun partying underground. Oh, I should go to the library on the next turn. I forgot about that. Alright, well, we've at least got a small force now that can move in to the area near my capital. Khan made a shrine, finally. We got another shrine here. Probably need a temple. Except I can't afford it right now, so that's out. I guess we'll go with the Siege Workshop. Let's keep upgrading this city. Somebody got the Imperial Palace. That was Jasmine. Actually, what I need here is not... Okay, I still want to do... Okay, I'm working on a shrine there. That's important. Here, I actually think I want to just do the builder. Because I need that to build the fort again out here. And then my main army is going to go clear that undead spawning structure. Alright, Polyanis back under my control. I was upgrading this towards a Grand Palace, but got beat to it by Jasmine. Probably wouldn't have gotten it anyway. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten it anyway, even if I had held this city the whole time. So, that's all good. Let's see, City's happiness is suffering a little. Public baths would be good. I can't afford the Great Temple anyway, so I guess we'll do that. What was the plan for this city? I think this was more of like an economy city, but it did have a magic library in it. I think the original plan was Storm Sisters here until it changed to Storm Sisters here. But this city's still got a lot of growing to do before it's going to make any Storm Sisters. Let's keep the tiger there for now. I actually may ride out a bit to meet that Phantasm Warrior if he wants to come this way. I'm going to try to join the snake with that group. Alright, let's get all the good units together. Which would be the spiders, the snake, and probably either the knight or the storm sister. Both are very good. The knight, I guess, can catch up on his own. Bring the Storm Sister, because I've got plenty of melee in this group, not a lot of ranged, other than my hero. Alright, Sir Bob is back, and he is very upset about the way things have been going over here. I'm going to try to get that bear while I'm here. Get back underground, get the other people at least out of the caves. Okay, they can move one more space. Alright, hopefully those lost souls come back this way so I can knock them out. Now that I've got an army there, I don't feel so bad about sending this over in this direction. They should be okay. Did I see something there as I ran past? Felt like something flashed up real quick and then disappeared in the fog of war. I hope not. I really don't want to lose another settler. From down here, I might hurry production of this builder because it's only going to be 50 gold, and it's going to speed up my ability to get this city up and running by 1 turn. That's probably worth it. Alright, now I'm spending all that cash I saved up. Ah, crap. Mogwai came back and got his capital. Alright, well, that's not really a huge surprise. And would have happened whether or not I absorbed the city or... Yeah, that would have happened regardless of what I did. At least we slowed him down a little bit. Losing a big army in his capital will slow him down some, and probably better to slow down my neighbors than the faraway people. Santa's moving. I want to see where that Phantasm Warrior goes. He might make a beeline. Nope, he's falling back. Okay. That's what I want to see. I would like to get more watchtowers down here, I think. Possibly one... Oh no, he didn't take, but... Santa took Mogwai's capital. Mogwai took my city over here. Which I just made. Okay, we'll get it back, I guess. This is why I said I just want to focus on securing my borders right now, because I'm just getting hit from every angle. I got the spawners that I'm worried about. I got Santa in the south. I got Mogwai now causing trouble. Necromancer, I'm going to say not now. We're going to focus on reviving the Dreadnought, I think, since a Theocrat or a Druid didn't pop up in that round. I got a shrine in my capital. That's good news. Let's see. What do I need to deal with that undead camp? Alright, first things first, I want to use the warg to initiate this battle. Oh, so they want to go after the big group. Okay. Can make that happen. Everyone in this group has regrowth, or several people in this bunch have regrowth. See if I can get... That's just for now, Awakened Spirit. I've got so many buffs that my leader can dish out. I want to move him up there and just have him defend. Just get in the way of the range units that are trying to move up through that area. Then the Lost Souls. Say hello to my 2 spider friends. Oh, I forgot to move the Knight for the Warg. That's alright. I think everything they're damaging has regrowth. Yep. I could reach that with the snake. Let's see here. Kind of want... I want to make sure this guy gets a kill on a Lost Soul. There we go. Take him out of the picture. The other one is stunned and won't be able to move on the next turn. Oh wait, I take that back. why don't you just patch up that warg? There we go. That's another leveled up spider. Good stuff. And then I can still use the greater webbing, because that's different. Whoops, I meant to use web on that guy too, but misclicked. Alright, that little mess is done. How many are out there? Just 2 reanimators and a couple lost souls. I don't know if my leader can... Okay, so it's 3. So it'd be 3, 6 to get there. Then 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Yeah, I could get both the bear and take out that camp on the same turn. So that's what I'm gonna do with this guy. The snake will be a little closer, but yeah, he can still make it, so that's good. Alright, we'll let the warg initiate this battle as well then, I suppose. Actually, my leader could do that, and then he could pick up any items that drop. It's doing that thing again. Alright, we'll let the warg do it. Oof. Alright. Up. In fact, I'll fall back. We'll give the awakened spirit. I'm happy I've got all these evolved spiders. One thing that was pointed out to me is it seems like... So, actually, I'll show you guys this after the battle. I've never noticed this before, but it's kind of an interesting observation. You guys can let me know if I'm right about wrong about this, but I can at least let you know what it seems like to me. Just an observation that I had after reading some comments. Alright, let's try to web up these hunters. They are very low defense in the back. Okay, cool. Okay, he's stunned. I think I had a way of making it more likely for me to befriend him, but that may have been when the monkey was around. Not sure if I can do that now. No, I think I just gotta straight up go for the befriend. I don't think I'm missing anything here. Whoa, that was a horrible misclick. Oh, I didn't get it. Oh well. Should probably use my king to keep buffing people. Let's see, we'll let the new Spider Queen get some kills and XP. I missed an opportunity to use healing with my king there. That's okay. Got a unicorn. It's okay. I guess at this point, I almost kind of need whatever units I can get. But it's dedicated to good, and I'm not good. So I'm going to sell it. I'm not evil either. I'm just neutral. Alright, I think the two of them could probably handle that. King and that giant snake. So I'm gonna do that because they can cross the water. Oh, there's a ziggurat up here and a crystal tree. Interesting. Maybe worth exploring around and seeing what else I can find. Alright, very likely victory. Let's kick some necromancer butt. Actually, I can hit them from much further away. I don't even need to move within their range. That ought to get them... Well, that'll get them to heal each other. That's what it'll do. Alright, let's see if we can get this lost soul out of the way. Nope. That's okay. Man, regrowth is nice. Okay, that's one less undead camp I have to deal with. I got Straw Hat of the Happy Heart Farmer. Can take the... I'll take that reward. Because I got some mana out of that anyway. Sure, you can wear it for now. That would be worth clearing, I think. There's probably some nice stuff in there, given how many units are sitting on it. But the problem is that right now getting this city back is a higher priority, because that city is where I'm going to make my archers. This city is going to be where I make Griffin Riders. I want to know how far that... let me check something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... Might actually be better to make this city on the other side of the river, as opposed to where I was going to put it, because then it can reach the crystal tree, and it could reach whatever that is, which I think is a farm. Yeah, it looks like sheep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it'd be 10. If I put it here, I think it could reach everything. Yeah, that's worth exploring a little more up there. There's some decent stuff up there, I think. What about that tomb? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be 9 away from the tomb. It would be within range of the Vault of Knowledge. It would be within range of the Spring of Life. It would actually be an option for another Archer City. Yeah, I think that spot's actually better. So maybe having that fort getting wiped out in the long run might work out to be a good thing. Alright, well, I want to take that out, but I need to deal with the fact that Mogwai is over here. And if Mogwai is hitting this, probably means there's a cave entrance around here somewhere. Maybe it's just over here where I can't see yet. Alright, let's bring these guys back, or... because I still got that knight back here. Trying to decide if I can afford to split units up and do multiple things. Or if I need to just bull rush down. I probably need to bull rush down there. Kill whatever Mogwai's got sitting on that, and then I can turn around and come back up here. Because I'm gonna want to clear the ziggurat and stuff too. So I'm gonna have to send units back up this way eventually anyway. Alright. For the moment, let's get as many people as we can heading down towards the enemies down there. And on the way past, we could clear that forbidden, or that, not forbidden, Flow Rock Quarry. The Forbidden Quarry. Get some guys here. And then on their way past, they can help clear that, and then I can just carry on down to the south. Alright, that'll work. Settler's a little ahead of time now, considering what happened, but that's okay. There shouldn't be anything in this area threatening my units. But then again, Stuff keeps popping out of unexpected areas, so you never really know. I'm gonna invest in mana. Seems to me like I never really have enough. And I'm gonna go ahead and queue the Great Temple after this. And I can probably start casting some of my spells like Fertile Domain and maybe even get Temperate Empire back up and running. Kind of want Fertile Domain on this one down here, I think. Which is a very vulnerable city right now, actually. Maybe I don't want it down there. Well, no, that does need to be growing. I'm going to move units down to try to protect it, so... Yeah, let's do that. And then I can't quite get Domain of Life. That's okay. I could start summoning another wild animal. I probably should. Or I could actually get Fertile Domain up on another city. Well, I don't know. I think I'm going to summon another wild animal, because not having enough units sitting around on various cities is kind of what got me into this mess in the first place. So I think, yeah, we'll summon another wild animal. That's my capital, which, you know what? Cancel that. Build a temple. Long-term mana income, probably more important right now. Alright, move them down. Then I can start summoning more animals on the next turn. Alright, library. Resurrect Hero is not one that the library can give me, so I'm going to want to switch my research on this turn to something I don't want. So, based on the testing Impregnable did, let's take a look at our options. Nothing over 300. These two it will not give me. This one it will not give me, because that's Advanced Seafaring. That's a casting point upgrade. That's a unit unlock. But any of the others I think are valid, so it won't give me anything on the left side, because those are all under 400. Gotta sneeze. I think it's gone. Snuck up on me there. Sneezing sucked, by the way. When you have a broken shoulder, it kind of hurts. 700 won't give me those, so it's gonna give me one of these. So I probably want to select either Revive Instinct or Bless to make sure I get the most out of this. So let's select, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess I should select which one I want less, which Revive Instinct is actually can be very useful, so I'm going to select Bless. But I need to remember to set that back after this turn. Alright, let's go in here. Mind the Evangelist, who can convert things and really mess everything up. Although I believe I have the Spirit Resistance buff for her army, if I remember correctly. I actually do not. I did not get that. Okay. Let's move up and just start zapping some stuff. Got a lucky stun, I'll take that. I'm gonna give flame attacks to the snake. That sounds like fun. Oh wait, it has to be a dragon unit. I think a lot of times I have them give that to themselves, because I think the Fire Strike benefits their range attack. Yeah, +5 damage with all attacks. It's one of those rare damage abilities that boosts range, or damage buffs that boost range attacks, which I don't see a lot in this game. There's the conversion. Okay, now I just got to get everyone going after that evangelist. Got to be careful because she's got stun, so... But I think I can kill that evangelist. Just got to sneak behind her. Couple fire strikes. Okay, well, you're not going to kill it if you fumble. I know what to do. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, I miscounted how many spaces away he is. Okay, well, maybe please just don't stun both of my units. There. Chill out. They have very low damage to really anything there, so I'm not gonna get too aggressive. I thought about pouncing out with the Panther and trying to kill that guy, but I don't think I would kill it, so... I might go after that guy down there, which could be bad. I think I'll try to block him with the Panther. Okay, good. Spent time healing. Ouch! That was a frick ton of damage. Cannot mend magical being. Oh, that's what I was gonna say something about that after the last battle. I'll get to it in a minute. Really need some form of healing on that sorcerer. Okay, it gave me Holy Cure. We'll take it. Then I can switch back to Resurrect Hero. Alright, so what I was talking about is, if you notice in my overview panel, it says I only have one wild animal summoned right now. And I guarantee you that is a tiger. Oh wait, the tiger might have... No, I got rid of the other tiger in the other group. The wild animal it's summoned right now is referring to this baby shock serpent. This tiger is going to have gold as upkeep, I think. No, it is mana. Hang on. Where did I get that baby shock serpent? Oh, okay, the baby shock serpent is one I befriended because it has gold upkeep. So, the tiger is currently counted as the only ongoing summon. But it's a little strange how this works, because... Let me do Control S and save it. So right now, the game is acting like active spells for Summon Wild Animal is just the tiger that I summoned, not like all the spiders and snakes and all the other animals I have in my army. They're just not listed here anymore, which is a little strange, but they are still costing mana upkeep. So part of the reason that Mend Magical Being isn't working on them is because for some reason it seems like when the animals evolve, for instance from a baby shock serpent to a mature, or from a baby spider to a full-grown spider, it's like the game stops considering them as a summoned unit. So I would bet you Mend Magical Being would probably heal that tiger right now. But if that snake was a summon, which it's not, so bad example, but if it was, it would heal that snake, but if that snake evolved, it would not heal it anymore. It's like once they evolve, they stop being considered a summoned unit, because the only summoned unit I have right now, according to the game, is that tiger, where I know some of those other spiders were also summons, but they still cost mana upkeep, which is kind of strange. Like, it stays as mana upkeep, but they're like not a summoned unit anymore, which theoretically would make them not vulnerable to like banish spells and stuff. So it's a little weird how the game does that. I actually think it might be kind of a bug or an oversight, but I just thought I'd point that out. That's my understanding. If you guys know some mechanic, let me know in the comments, but that's what it seems to be doing. Okay guys, I am over for this episode by a decent amount. I need to go work on this shoulder a little bit. I'm going to try to do one more today, but I'm getting worn down here pretty quick. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to one more, though. I'm really happy to be back in the swing of things. I miss playing this game, even though the last few episodes have been pretty dang rough. I think we're finally getting that Node Serpent out from behind me and getting Orly and East back. It makes a big difference, and at this point, it's more about just getting my borders secure, and so I'm stopped having these little incursions popping up all over the place. Another thing I need to work on is getting a road network built everywhere. That would be extremely helpful for me. So we'll be getting to those things in the coming episodes, but for the time being, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Very happy to be back, and I will see you all in the next episode. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Sarah Feingold, and Tarsak. Thanks so much, everybody.